Hello there and welcome to this morning's Coffee and Card. It's Coffee and Card round 30 and it's week 1. It's the first week of a brand new round of Coffee and Card and it's week 30. Who would have thought that when I set this up in April 2020 during lockdown that we would still be here 30 rounds later, but we are. I am. And I am happy to be here now. You may have noticed, or you may not have noticed, because it may look the same, but I'm not actually live today. Even though it all looks the same, I have pre-recorded this because I'm not available live today, although I'm hoping to be able to pop along and chat with you all. So I'm actually hoping that this has worked because I've never recorded this in StreamYard, which is what I use for broadcasting live on a Tuesday. I've never used StreamYard to do a recording. I've always just gone straight onto YouTube and gone straight sort of onto sharing my desk. So I still get to sort of say hello with my face on camera. So yeah, I really, really hope it worked and that I've scheduled it correctly. But if you are watching this, it should be Tuesday, the 23rd of May, and we're going to do week 1 of round 30 of the Coffee and Card. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Hope that that works too. And I've now switched my microphones round. So again, I'll probably have to watch this back just to make sure this works. Now, this is the first week, so I like to go through the pack of what you've got in your kits. So we are using the Lasting Joy stamp set. It's very much a greeting or a sentiment stamp set. Really nice. There is a birthday in there. There's a thinking of you, but there's lots of caring greetings in here and some lovely images. So there's that's what's included. Some people got the dies included as well, and then there's half a pack of the gorgeous Countryside in papers. Now you've got half a pack of those. Now I did say for this ground you need a Night of Navy ink pad and you also need crumb cake. If you've got Misty Moonlight, that works just as well as the Night of Navy. Also, I will be using boho blue, but we can still achieve things by stamping off with a darker ink pad. Right, I'm going to grab my papers. You should have half a pack of the papers, as I mentioned. Now, I have used this sheet here on my design, but as always, I like to mix it up a little bit. So I'm not going to use this sheet, but you can. This one has got the gorgeous foxes on it. I think I'll use a different one. And I think I'm going to use the one with the birds on it, just so I can do a social media post and ask people which they prefer. Or also in your pack, you would have got envelopes, 5 envelopes for the 5 weeks, a little mocha sachet and a Kit Kat. And all the cards, you will have got them like this in sealed bags. Okie doke. So in your first card, and welcome to my lovely ladies who have taken part this time. Oh, let me try and say names off the top of my head. We've got Betty, we've got Rachel, we've got Paula, we've got Jane, we've got Vanessa, we've got Mandy, and we've got Debbie. So I've got 7 of you joined in this time. Some of you were joining in a week or so late because it was too late to get the things for you, but that's fine, you can catch up. But I'm so very grateful that you are joining. So I'm just going to get my trimmer. Let's move these out of the way, Julie. So you should have a boho blue card base and 2 pieces of basic white, and they're both exactly the same, and they measure, if you're crafting along, if you're going to be doing my parcel in the post, which I will be sending out next week, you can make these cards with me So this piece of white measures 8.5 centimetres by 12.8 centimetres. So it's 8.5 by 12.8. It's 2 centimetres smaller than the actual card base, so you get a full centimetre all the way around. We've also got the same to go inside. Now this is the card that we're going to be doing. It's a really simple card, and I got the design from a lovely friend of mine from New York, Jamie, and done a little bit inside. So we are going to cut our piece of paper. We're going to cut it down to 8 centimetres, and then I'm going to cut it into strips that all measure 2.5 centimetres. Now I might end up cutting some birds' heads off here, which could be unfortunate, but it's like doing a little jigsaw. Oops, oh, I did do that one the right size. I thought I'd made it. It's a really, really, really easy card, this, a really simple design. If you've got to do an emergency card, then this is a really good recommendation. So I am going to, oh no, I've got to try and piece them together. I've not kept them in order. I think that one's that one. Yeah, that's that. That's that. Okay, so if you start with the top one, at least I know I've got them in order now. So we can put those to one side like that. I'm going to start with the top one. Now, I have been loving recently, you know me, I'm a Tombow girl, but I've been using my Stampin' Seal lately, and I have been finding it really good. So now that I've sort of got used to it, she says that and then it goes wrong. So I'm just going to pop that up there and make sure they try and get the white space at the sides and the top equal. And again, I'm going to carry on like that. Oh, she said, got it gunked up. There we go. I've jinxed myself now. We're using this. There we go. And you leave a little gap the same width as the outside edges. Yeah. So these were 8 centimetres across by 2.5 centimetres in depth. Now you can do them any size you want, really. If you're in the US and you need to adapt to inches, then that's absolutely fine. Just don't get worked up on measurements. That's what I say to people. This is another, I love, love, love sharing card designs to use up sort of bits of scraps or to show off the papers. There we go. And there we go. So you might think, oh, Julie, you're left with that big gap at the bottom. Yes, I am left with that big gap at the bottom because that's where we're going to put our lovely greeting. Yep. So I'm going to use, oh, well, I have used birthday wishes on this one, but it's up to you. You could use thinking of you. That fits in there nice. Or you could use the birthday wishes. The birthday wishes, if you want to see if it fits, does fit in there nicely on the bottom, as does the thinking of you. Do you know what? I think I might do a thinking of you. You never know when you might need one. unfortunately. Yeah. And I think when you make a thinking of you card, you don't want it to be a really flamboyant card. Probably simple is best. So I'm going to ink this up and have a practice on my paper bag. Yep, I love that. So I'm going to stamp it here. Brilliant, perfect. Okay, make sure you've not got all blue on your hands, fingers. We'll just leave that to one side. And then I'm going to do the inside of the card. And I'm just going to just do a slither. Where have I put my, oh, here it is. Now, because I've already cut that to 8 centimetres, that's no good actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So I'm just going to cut a slither off the bottom. When I say a slither, I think I'll probably do 1.5 centimetres, and then I'll cut it to 8.5. Oops. And then we're going to take that extra spare piece of white. And that's just going to go down near the bottom. And again, I'm going to leave a little gap at the bottom as well. Oh, got that a bit short. I might have to trim that down, I think. Let's grab this. There we go. And I'm going to pop that on the inside. Like that. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this to the outside. Now I have raised it up on here, but I'm going to glue this one down flat so it goes as a nice normal, not a large letter, just a standard post. You can see with this one I have added the dimensionals. This one I've stuck it flat to the design. And there we have week 1 of this week's coffee and card, and I will be back next week as normal. I might have to do next week's on Tuesday evening. I may be working for a friend of mine on Tuesday, but I will let people know. So there you go. Which do you prefer, birds or foxes? I would love to know. Next week's card. Ooh, where have I put that? Here it is. And here is next week's card. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. Another simple card, and then they get a little bit tricky. Okay, so there are the cards from this week. I would love to see your versions. And yeah, so I need to tell you about the next round of coffee and card. So it's really exciting. We're going to be using the monkey stamp set and the monkey punch, and also half a pack of the bright papers. Okay, it's got 10 colours in there. There's Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, all the brights in there. So you'll get half a pack of those. That's 24 sheets of the 6x6. So yeah, we are going to be using the Little Monkey bundle. Here is the stamp set, some gorgeous cute cards and a matching punch. That starts at the end of June, 27th of June. Bookings are open now. It's on my website already. And hopefully, oh, I can't do banners on here. It's not showing my banners. Maybe because I'm live. It's not showing it. Well, that's a bit strange. The rest of my stuff is there. Anyway, never mind. It's events.thepaperhaven.co.uk if you want to book. And there are today's cards. So thank you for watching me today. I do hope it's worked. If not, I'm in trouble. You'll be all asking where I am. Just a short one today, quite an easy card for week 1. But I'll be back next week and I will hopefully see you then. I look forward to seeing your designs. See you then. Bye.